on me. Go around and make it. Keep on acting like you have emotion. You just in a way. Ain't never too far from this. I'm just a flight away. I seen trip and fall. I tie up they shoelaces. Young fly lip. Got rich on suitcases. Ain't slept since. It seems like 5 days since. Every time I hold up my wrist, it's a new face. I shouldn't have got a whip for her. She came to my convention. She texted me. She can.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Looking to make a big splash here tonight. Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the New Orleans Pelicans here at their home, Smoothie King Center. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And let's take a look now at some numbers for C.J. McCollum.
And currently, he's in the zone. A tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 games look a lot different from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
Now, New York starting 5. Mikal Bridges is out there with Achua. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Brunson in at the point. And for the Pelicans, Zion and Tice together down low. Murray and McCollum make up the talented backcourt. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. Approaching the midway point of the season now, Grant, how much do players want to be named an all-star?
You know, B.A., I'd say for the young guys and for guys in their twilight years, too, it means a lot. But for the guys that have done it a few times before, you know, sometimes that weekend off is a nice reset button.
Now here's McCollum. Got a hand on it. Brunson looks it over. Pass to Achua. Banked it in off the glass.
My goodness, Precious Achua playing with force.
And it's Murray with the ball for New Orleans. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to talk with Willie Green for a minute, and we discussed Mikal Bridges. Coach said Mikal creates a lot of problems with his movement off the ball. He keeps the defense on its toes. We can't allow him to get into a rhythm. And he also praised Bridges' on-ball defense. He'll be the focus of their game plan tonight. Brian?
And Allie, thank you for that.
Wow, Jalen Brunson. My goodness, that was deep.
Williamson against Achua. And it's in there.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And that one's good for Brunson.
What a confident stroke from Jalen Brunson. This guy doesn't have to dominate with the ball in his hands.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Now here's Murray. His last outing, he had 18 points. Tice outside. On the wing, Murray. For 3, McCollum. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
That's a knockdown outside shooter. McCollum knows he has the green light to fire away from downtown anytime.
Brunson against Murray. Oh, it's stolen by Tice. McCollum taking his time here, and Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Jones, he's checked in for the Pelicans.
Number 2.
And the Pelicans with possession here. They trail by 3. Williamson passes to Jones. Tice, right side. 5 to shoot. Pass to Williamson. Outside Jones. 3-pointer. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Boy, pretty pass by Daniel Tice. Increasingly important for your 5-man to be very capable in that aspect.
Bridges. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
And the foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul of the game. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Take some time now to see which two guards have been posting the best shooting percentages from the field this year. Josh Hart on top.
And I just love how he doesn't waste possessions. He doesn't force things. By and large, if the shot isn't there, he'll just make the right pass.
You know, that's what it takes if you're going to shoot a high percentage. You have to have the touch, no doubt. But you also need to be intelligent in your shot selection. He's a coach's dream in that department.
Now here's Jones. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game.
Daniel Tice up high to finish that shot. Nicely done.
And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
And here's New Orleans now, after the basket by New York on the other end. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. And he makes it on the layup. Brunson's got 8.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. New York has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Outside McBride. Pass to Dadier. Now here's Towns. Over to the wing. From outside the arc. And Ryan gets it to go.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pelicans trail by 3. Down low. Here's Ingram. The layup misses. There's 49 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's McBride. And he buries his first look.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
McCollum, pass to Jones. A clear look for McCollum. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. He's got 5.
And oftentimes, you just assume McCollum's J is going in. He's this good of a shooter. It's incredible.
Towns can't get it to go. The Pelicans have got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. Pass to Messi. Outside Ingram. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
Substitution for New York.
8 seconds left in the first. Outside Payne. Launches a 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. It's the Knicks, up by 3. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
You're a good person to ask this, Doris. Why do so many point guards turn into successful coaches?
Yeah, I think obviously, Brian, as a point guard, you're responsible for knowing every position on the floor, where they're supposed to be at all times. And you're also sort of thinking like a coach already. This person hasn't had a bucket in a while. How do I get them in a position to make them successful? So I think you're in control of so much as a point guard that it naturally translates to coaching.
And for New York, they've got Jalen Brunson. He's out there with DeLon Wright. And it's Tuck Porty in at the center position. And Ryan gets it to go.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
McCollum against Wright. Knocked loose. Jones up top. Pass to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. No good with the triple.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
BA, it's incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain.
First one falls for him. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And let's look now at the shooting guards who've been most effective with their defense this past month. Second, C.J. McCollum.
With the traditional roles in the backcourt becoming blurred, the versatility of this group of shooting guards, it's a huge advantage.
Yeah, it almost seems like they're more like hybrid guards. They can create opportunities for their teammates or handle the scoring duties themselves. Either way, they're valuable to have around.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 5.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And the layup is good off the glass. Wright's got 6 points.
Well, DeLon Wright proving that he is more than capable of finishing with contact. That is well done.
Will it go? And Dadier pulls it down.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to Porty. Here's Brunson outside. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
And games like that are backbreakers. To be so close to victory, but let it slip away is frustrating.
You know what? Sometimes you play a great game and lose. What you hope happens, though, is it toughens them up a bit mentally, and they figure out how to close it out next time.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Pass to McCollum. To the inside. Dadier. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists in the game.
I just love the ball movement.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. The hard work that Brunson has put in over the years, it really shows in his game, Doris.
I'll say this about Jalen Brunson. As his coach likes to say, he may not pass the eye test, but he passes the win test. Unbelievable footwork, fundamentals, and a clutch gene. Love Jalen Brunson's game.
And And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
New Orleans shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. First free throw is good. Williamson's checked in for the Pelicans. Ingram comes in for McCollum, and he makes both free throws. New York leading by 9. It's stolen by Ingram. Shoots over Bridges, and he buries that one. Back rim and in.
A crafty play there by Ingram, using the pull-up jumper to beat the defense.
Towns finds Achua. Bridges outside. It's Hart on the wing. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Ingram. And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets. A home game. It'll be game number 2 in their 5-game homestand. New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And DeJounte Murray is truly the complete package. He does a little of this and a little of that. Anything you need out there, he can make it happen.
Shots good by Hart.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Pelicans trail by 8. Outside Murray. Bridges against Ingram. Look at Williamson finish the oop.
Yeah, and Williamson is an explosive athlete, remarkable at finishing off alley-oops.
Left side Achua. Outside Hart. It's Bridges on the wing. Connects from downtown. Bridges has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Murray looking around. Outside Ingram. Back to Murray. And it's New York with a rebound. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
And you won't catch Murray short on hustle. If he's got a chance to outrun the defense on the break, he'll take it.
4 seconds left. Hart from long range, buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close. Well,
the previous play is under review.
Bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't count. I'm so glad the officials were able to take a second look and make the right call.
And so it's the New York Knicks ending the quarter up 10. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the New Orleans Pelicans.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. And looking ahead tonight, here are the upcoming games we're looking forward to. The Los Angeles Lakers will be playing against the Kings out in Sacramento. That gets going at 6 p.m. Eastern.
I think this game is going to be closer than many people think.
The kind of game where the underdog often comes away with the win. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
New York leading by 10. Ingram is the 3, with Zion playing the 4. Murray and McCollum make up the talented backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half. Now here's Murray. Williamson passes to Murray. McCollum against Hart. Wing shot on the way. Here's Tice. Good work defensively by Towns.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
This guy is such a high-effort player. Mikal Bridges does everything he can to make sure he's the hardest-working guy out there.
So he gets them both. Brunson against Tice. Brunson with the finish inside.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Tice outside. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. McCollum finds Williamson. Tice sets a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
And he makes the first.
Even as much as we've seen him, we still marvel at the power of Zion around the basket. It's hard for a defender to deal with this kind of strength.
He does not get the second one. New York leading by 13. Inside, here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The Pelicans have a young star tandem in Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson. And C.J. McCollum said, to win in today's NBA, you need those big, versatile forwards who can do a little bit of everything. We have 2 of the best in the league, and when you're playing well, it makes the game easier for all of us. Brian?
It's a great perspective. Thanks, Allie. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. We look at the last month's premier teams on the fast break. The Knicks, second.
And you know, over this stretch, they've really had their way in the open court, pushing the ball hard and getting those fast break points.
Rumbling in, Zion. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Now here's Ingram. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Here's Bridges. Achua for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Achua's got 5.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Murray. Give him 8 points now. Williamson is doubled. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
I'll tell you, Josh Hart, if he sees a lane and an opportunity to drive, I promise he's going at it.
Tice, a screen on Bridges. Ingram against Bridges. And that one's good. Ingram.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Bridges outside. Takes the three. Williams grabs the board. Pelicans trail by 15. Left side Ingram. And another basket for New Orleans.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Brunson with it. He's picked up by Williamson. Hart from long range. Pure from three-point range. 10 points for him.
Josh Hart, an improving three-point shooter. If he gets consistent from here, look out.
Pass to Williamson. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Hart. Williams grabs the board.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Ingram, the pass to Murray. Tice outside. Pass to Ingram. Tice, a screen on Brunson. Shot clock at 6. The shot by Ingram, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Towns. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. A big group substitution here for New York. Ryan, he's checked in for Achua. McBride comes in for Mikal Bridges. Wright's checked in for Hart. And Payne is subbed in for Brunson.
What's up?
And that one falls for Towns.
Well, we know this. Karl Anthony Towns was a go-to option from the very first moment he stepped in the lines of an NBA court. The versatility is so difficult to match up against.
McCollum's shot is off. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. And here's Wright from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. 15 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Got a piece of it. Fast break, New York. Here's McBride. Drains the jumper to finish off the break.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
And so it's the New York Knicks up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Pelicans trail by 19. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. They've got DeLon Wright. Also Jalen Brunson out there. And it's Ryan in at the 4. And it's Alvarado missing.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Here's that 40. Rebounded by Ingram. The Pelicans shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Here's Murray. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
And Murray, lethal off the dribble, but can do it off the catch as well.
And here's Brunson from the arc. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Outside Jones. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. And he comes up with a bucket.
Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
New York leading by 18. The three. And it's Brunson with the three. Brunson's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Pass to Alvarado. On the wing, Murray. And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
Ingram against Brunson. Left side, Jones. Here's Alvarado. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got his 4th assist with that last one. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Two minutes gone by here in the 4th. Pass to Hart. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Williamson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Ingram outside. Achua with the rebound. Knicks leading by 18. Brunson passes to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
For New Orleans, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Brunson against Murray. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Murray passes to Tice. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Williamson outside. On the wing, Murray. Brunson defending. Murray, no good. New York leading by 22. Pass to Towns. Uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got 9 points here in the second half.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Knicks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this will give them their 28th win of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jalen Brunson.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
36 seconds left in the 4th quarter. To end the drought, Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
First team foul. Shooting for New York, Jalen Brunson, taking 2 shots.
That one's off. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. And here's Williamson. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Murray, no good. Murray against Brunson. Here's the three. And the three-pointer goes.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.
If we locked in, ain't no switching up. Brody came home, went to pick him up. My mans, I'm riding with a picture up. Shoot back to the crib, went to track hard. Got it tinted up, caught him outside. Now he in a, ain't no falling off. I done put 2 million up. Ain't no falling off. I done put 2 million up. Catching at the light, like ain't no light at the. You ain't big enough. Know them youngins mean business when they in that rental truck. They gon' spin till they dizzy or the pick them up. I've been focused on this pay. Coming out retirement, the dead play. No man's with a he don't pay, I make him pay. I can stop the day with what I made today. Probably won't admit it, but I paid away. Who else you know made all these millions and ain't signed no papers? Never made a statement. Wasn't there when we was rapping in the basement. They was throwing parties, we was the house party. We misbehave, gotta keep an eye on my slim cause he shady.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Toronto Raptors. At shooting guard, Bruce Brown. At center, Jakob Poeltl. At guard, Emmanuel Quickley. At small forward, R.J. Barrett. At forward, Scotty Barnes. The head coach of the visiting team is Darko Rajakovic. And now, the starting lineup for your New York Knicks. At forward, at 6'8", number 5, guard at 6'4", number 3. forward. At 6'6", number 25, Mikal Bridges. At center, at 17, number 32, Carl Anthony Towns. At guard, at 6'2", number 11, David.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Friday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Brown is in the shooting guard spot with Barrett at small forward. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. And it's quickly in at the point. And for the Knicks, they've got Hart. Mikal Bridges out there with Achua. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the point. Here's Pirtle. Greg, we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
How about the quick shot from Achua, not giving the D any time to react?
Here's Barnes. It's rebounded by New York. Bridges outside. Back to Hart for three. It's rebounded by Quickly. And so Quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, and then another. Really the story of the game.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
Now Brunson, after R.J. Barrett's three-pointer that didn't go. Brent, when you survey Jalen Brunson going from role player now to all-star, what a rise. What's been the key for him?
I just think it's confidence, Kevin. I mean, simple confidence. I don't think there's one point where Jalen Brunson didn't believe that, not that he was the best player on the court, but that he was going to be the best leader. And that has translated into him producing some massive scoring and assist nights for any team that he's played on. This guy is a winner.
And here's Barrett. After Jalen Brunson getting his shot to go from deep.
Mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Hart, that's good.
Hart does a little bit of everything on the offensive end. He creates, he can score. This time knocks down the three.
Here's Brown. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Quickly against Hart. The kick out to Towns. And here's Brunson outside. And Pirtle pulls it down. Brown with it. Brunson picks him up. Barrett can't hit that one. Bridges with some nice defense. The Knicks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And it's Towns missing.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. And the timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. For the Knicks. The Raptors also with a sub. Dick's checked in. On defense, New York. No one covering.
I know he'd rather be up on top, but good work by Barnes staying confident, shooting out of the corner.
And Towns gets it to go.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Raptors trail by 6. After a flurry of trades last season, Toronto, Brent seems to be committed to build around Scotty Barnes.
It does feel that way, Kevin, that Scotty is the cornerstone guy, but I don't know if they really feel like he is truly their number one. They're recognizing his talent, but there's still a lot of work to be done to rebuild this Toronto Raptor roster.
Knicks on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. Hart the pass to Towns. Banked in off the glass. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for Toronto. 8-point game. From 13, it's rebounded by Towns. New York's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Now, here's Barrett. 11 points last game.
Barrett does a good job there just creating the shot for himself. He is a scorer.
The Knicks leading by 8. And here is Hart. Here's McBride. Connects from three-point range.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
A 3 from Barnes is rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Achua, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And so it's the New York Knicks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Back to the action in just a minute. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
We've got Jalen Brunson. He's out there with Miles McBride. And it's Daguerre in at the power forward. There, the group New York will start the second one. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
GA, we are right in the thick of the season. What's an overlooked challenge for these players right now?
Staying fresh. You have to take care of your body and your mind. That'll pay dividends in the stretch run.
Good on both. Now, here's Mitchell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Brown outside. Shot clock at 6. With the shot. Here's Olynyk. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
Well, Olynyk's presence on the offensive glass is big, mostly because he is big.
Pass to Hukporti. Back to Brunson. Here's Ryan. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Ryan's got his first basket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
It's t-shirt time. We know you want one, so make some noise.
The Knicks making a switch here. Lights checked in. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Karl Anthony Towns.
And when you have a big man carrying as much of the load as he has, it just makes things so easy for the rest of your team. Completely deserving of the award.
Raptors trail by 16. Pass to Abaji. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Mitchell. Here's Olynyk. A 3-ball. Hits it from three-point range. Olynyk's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Olynyk showing some confidence now, and the big man is catching and firing.
Here's Ryan. Olynyk is covering. It's deflected. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Assist from
Olynyk's got 7.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on. Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. So it's Toronto now. The Knicks making the shot, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
In so many different ways, Dick gets the ball to his teammates, always on time and on target.
The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory. That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
Let's it go from 14. The rebound by McBride. The Knicks leading by 12. Pass to Wright. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And here is Barnes. Outside, Barrett. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points for him.
Great dribble move there by Barrett. He continues to build out his offensive game.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to talk to his guys.
Feel that rhythm, man. Here's your Knicks breaker dance move.
Brown is checked in for the Raptors. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for R.J. Barrett.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know He hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Outside, Towns. Back to McBride. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. McBride's got 6 points.
Oh, what a feed right there. Towns' vision is really off the charts.
Brown outside.
34-21.
Some solid defense from Hart.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Here's the three. Traps in the tray.
Hart just whipping it away quickly, not giving the defender time to close out.
Raptors trail by 16. Quickly the pass to Barnes. Releases from 15. The Knicks pull it in.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Back to Hart. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
And Towns drops them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Shot to stop the run. And it's quickly missing. Towns down low. Barnes on him. And it's Towns missing. Barrett inside the three-point line. Offensive rebound. And so it's New York with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving a very few easy points. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Wrong. They're measuring up the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
We know the draft's an inexact science, even with all that prep that goes into it. So congrats to the teams that chose these 5 rookies.
Yeah, we've seen scouting make or break a franchise. Hey, it makes or breaks a studio team. And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Knicks.
Their three-point shooting, wow. I didn't get a math degree, but I didn't go to Shaq University either. I do know a little thing about threes.
Yeah, Kenny, I heard you applied to Shaq University. Denied.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
The NBA scoring explosion, Brent, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the off-season in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with Bruce Brown. And it's Pirtle in at the center. And that one's good quickly.
Every now and then quickly can feel out that mid-range and attack that area.
And here's Brunson outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Brunson's got 11 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for Toronto. Trailing by 19. For Jakob Pirtle, his parents paved the way for him to become a professional athlete. And I'd say, Brent, they did a good job.
Well, it's a good point, Kevin. They were doing some blocking of their own, just not basketballs like Jakob does. Both of his parents, members of the Austrian national volleyball teams, and building some roofs on some people trying to put down a few slams. How about Pirtle, the Austrian Hammer?
In the corner, it's Bridges. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his fourth assist in this one. And the timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
It's time for best man. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Let's see the best move.
And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. Number one, the Knicks.
But lately, their offense has been completely in sync. Guys are accepting their roles and playing unselfish basketball. That's helped them hit a high percentage of those opportunities.
Here's quickly. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Brown outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
No, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Outside, Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 5 here tonight. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there.
27.
Quickly the pass to Barnes. And the Raptors miss again.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Bridges kicks to Brunson. Misses the three. Raptors shooting poorly, just 35% so far. And here's Quickly for three. Pirtle finds Quickly. And that time, also a missed shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Out to Bridges. Jacks up a three. Bangs home the trifecta. Bridges has got 8 points.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pirtle against Towns. Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
That's from
Scotty's such a good dunker. This is why the D can't let Barnes get that deep inside.
The Knicks have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Hart, that's good.
And Matador defense That's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now, here's Quickly. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Quickly's got 6 points in the quarter. Bridges against Barrett. Runs in the pass to Achua. That's a 2 from Towns. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Pirtle. Back to Barrett. And he can't jam it through. The Knicks have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
And this is what Towns is capable of. He's an incredibly gifted offensive weapon who can score at all 3 levels.
Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. New York ahead, running away with this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Wright is out there with Payne. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Ryan in at the 4. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
And Payne coming right back, delivering his own triple.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Toronto.
36.
Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That's his first foul.
Knicks foul. Cameron Payne. First personal foul. First team foul.
1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Screen by Olynyk. And it's Mitchell missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Payne. Pass to Ryan. Off target from outside. Toronto shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Here's Mitchell. Ryan with the rebound. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. New York moving the ball around. Payne's shot is good.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Knicks lead, 71.
Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Pass to Abaji. Now Boucher. They need this. Count that one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Wright. Boucher with the rebound.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Mitchell. Rejected by Payne. Pass to Dodgier. Right, left side. And the Knicks hit again from deep. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for New York.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Now here's Payne. And Wright gets it to go on the assist from Payne. Wright's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Mitchell. Knocks down the 10-footer. 1:51 left in the game. Payne looking around. Puts up a deep three. Rebound by the Raptors.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Abaji, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Wasted no time on that one.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance.
This kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment to them.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jalen Brunson.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
And there it is for him.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you can see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's quickly the Knicks making the shot. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
That's a tough break. If there is any hope of making a comeback, they have got to take better care of the ball.
And Toronto making a change here. Hurdle's checked in. Pass to Ryan. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Brown. Quickly the pass to Barnes. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the shot is good.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
The clock now can just run out for the Knicks. McBride, yep, that one goes in there.
Knicks lead 85-45.
Barnes with it. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.
Cyber truck tenant, mentioning